you own at least one XRP is 1/100 billionth of all the wealth of the human race.
What would that make for the entity Ripple then?
Well, that would make Ripple the world bank.
And when Ripple kind of looked at this and we looked at the unique attributes of XRP, kind of the digital asset native to our tech stack, we felt like cross-border payments is an area where there's a ton of friction, a ton of cost.
I think it's growing. I also still think it's misunderstood. I think that there's not a lot of focus on the actual utility, the velocity of all of the assets, like what's actually happening.
For SBI Holdings, their critical position, not only with Ripple, but just in the banking system within Asia. And I want to show something here.
How about XRP? Can you answer that?
I can't. How about XRP? Can you answer that? I can't.
I'm not going to comment on that. I know BlackRock has said some things publicly.
February is going to be a very crazy month.
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags and they want all them empty.
What's up, good glitches? Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. We got XRP continuing to fall off a cliff, down almost 8% from the recent 315 highs, currently around 2 days into this correction. Is the XRP bull market over? We recently touched around 266, XRP getting ready to drop beneath 290. Is the XRP bull cycle over? Not quite, and we're going to show you that the bull cycle still has a ways to go. And are the charts almost ready for an SEC versus Ripple announcement? Egg-Rat Crypto said it could go lower, but likely won't drop below 283. I hope you're buying up those dips. Shout out to the latest sub. Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, throw on those pilot shades. Let's go full speed, full throttle. Into the cryptoverse, we have the total global cryptocurrency market cap today, 3.59 trillion in the red, down around 3.5% in the past 24. We got XRP right around $2.90, BTC 101,000, ETH right around 31.32 hundo. We got Stellar XLM right around 39.40 cents. And even though the charts are down, a lot of extra bullish news for XRP. Eleanor Terrett, new Canadian investment company Purpose Invest is looking to beat U.S. investors to the punch and launch the first XRP ETF. Purpose was first to launch BTC and ETH spot ETFs on the Toronto Stock Exchange in 2021. So it begins. All roads lead to the bridge. X marks the spot. Trader Rocco just bought some more XRP after watching this Brad Garlinghouse interview. So bullish, extra bullish. Take a quick peek at a quick clip here. Brad Garlinghouse.
Perfect, and happy for this perfect timing with the launch of the XRP USD stablecoin.
Yeah, the timing couldn't really be better for this podcast and this webinar. So let's get stuck in. Brad, first question will come to you. Tell us a little bit about Ripple. What use cases is the company focused on through its enterprise products at the moment?
So, I mean, Ripple. I joined Ripple in 2015, and almost from the beginning, in the earliest times that I remember first meeting Yoni, Ripple has been focused on serving that infrastructure layer around particularly cross-border payments. Obviously, there's a lot of opportunity for crypto in the payments industry at large. And when Ripple kind of looked at this and we looked at the unique attributes of XRP, kind of the digital asset native to our tech stack, we felt like cross-border payments is an area where there's a ton of friction, a ton of cost. You know, I think Team eToro knows this well, given they're a very global business. And I imagine, you know, both of you, Sam, Yoni, have dealt with this personally in some way. And so, yeah, the antiquated system, generally referred to as, a SWIFT wire transfer, it was designed 50 years ago. It tends to be rather slow, expensive, and error prone. So we started focusing on that, and from there have really expanded into other aspects of that infrastructure layer. We acquired a custody company that now is the business we have around Ripple Custody. And it's really serving the same set of customers, financial institutions and banks, and enabling them to safely and effectively custody crypto, not just XRP, but beyond that as well. And then finally, of course, the stablecoin business, which we announced our intent to launch months ago, but finally are coming live here in the next 24 hours.
The takeover begins. XRP, RLUSD, perfect timing. So it begins. Banks, institutions on their way to pump our bags up. Pump our bags up. Check out the full interview over at Trader Rocco. We got a couple from the digital asset investor, digital asset buy on X. I think there's not a lot of focus on the actual utility, the velocity of all the assets, XRP, XLM, Wakey, Bitcoin Maxis. The real change of the financial system is here.
I think it's growing. I also still think it's misunderstood. I think that there's not a lot of focus on the actual utility, the velocity of all of the assets, like what's actually happening on chain that's really transformational and getting to the points that Brian just raised. That's already happening today, and we don't talk about that as much. And so I think that there's just so much more to show out there. And I think that we're right now, because of we're in this area where I think regulation is going to be more favorable in the US, we're going to hit this opportunity to really showcase all of the real work and to work more with traditional financial services, like with Jenny's company. Like Jenny's been like sort of in front of this, but others are going to move into this now in a much more aggressive way.
Get ready for the utility coin rise coming in 2025. Crypto Eddie. Today, the XDeFi protocol went live. There were 178 lucky people and counting down, still able to claim their free 10,000 flare to create their first real free futures contract trade. BTC short or long? Now that is the question. We got another one from DAI. Lock in Bitcoin Maxis. It's time for the Stellar Org Ripple Show. You had your turn and most sequels suck anyways. So it begins.
If you think about what this is just a simple technology. What this technology does is it has a source of truth. It has ability to execute smart contracts. So things that we've written into a document, and somebody's got to go check and go settle and do this and that, can get programmed in, and it has a way to pay. That actually is a massive threat to huge financial institutions who act as those roles. And so what you have is a lot of sort of the traditional, you have some traditional firms who are merely trying to figure out how to leverage the technology to do what they do today. I'll give you an example. DTCC settles transactions, securities. They're working on just using blockchain as the source of truth in settlement. They should kind of be thinking about atomic settlement, where the moment the trade happens, the dollars, the smart contract executes and the dollars transact. Because that's actually what's going to happen. And then I think you have institutions, and I think hopefully this is what we're doing at Franklin Templeton, is we're trying to sit there and say, okay, with this technology, imagine where you do have atomic settlement on transactions, where you don't need to validate. Oftentimes a bank is in between to validate the two parties. I know that when I trade with JP Morgan, that they're making sure that whoever's on the other side is going to pay me. They're standing in for that. If it settles automatically, you don't need that validation. So you have parties who are thinking about what does atomic settlement mean to my business model? In our case, we built on the Stellar blockchain our money market fund, where we have the record keeping, and we're the only ones who are actually running a public transactions on blockchain. There's others shadowing it. We're actually settling them on the chain. And so over time, as you can start to have people making payments leveraging this yield coin, and maybe you hold it for 5 hours. Shouldn't you get 5 hours worth of yield?
Looks like you're going to need some more of those. Stellar lumens. Ripples and waves. This might just be the mother of all XRP moves. SBI Holdings could go full micro strategy and use their balance sheet to buy back more XRP. That flywheel could likely entice other big firms to do the same. SBI Holdings investment in Ripple and XRP are worth around 1.6 trillion, 10 billion yen. This is higher than SBI's market cap of 1.2 trillion.
You have to look elsewhere and from a global perspective. And we've talked about this before. SBI Holdings, their critical position, not only with Ripple, but just in the banking system within Asia. And I want to show something here. SBI Holdings, XRP is worth around, they have holdings right now. Let me kind of zoom in on that for you guys. Their XRP is worth around 1.6 trillion, $10 billion, and this is in yen. This is higher than SBI's market cap of 1.2 trillion yen. So they actually have more value in XRP than they do in the company value itself. So are they becoming the MicroStrategy of XRP? Well, there's some things that could possibly predicate that that is actually what's going on here. I want to show you something right here. This was a press release that they had. This was a letter to their CEO, and this came in from the Global Special Situations Fund. And they hit on a few things here. I want to go into a couple of the items that they were asking for. This is kind of showing their stock price when there was even a potential, let me kind of zoom in on that for you guys, a potential of them selling XRP. This is what happens to their stock price. So what they said is, we've got to kind of protect against that. So let's do this. We believe that shareholders would greatly benefit if, these were the things that they were hitting in, SBI would publish a daily live indirect value of its XRP holdings, number one. They would also create a strategy in blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, so have a business that's built around this. Sound very familiar to you? There's another popular company out there that's doing this now. And then 3, it says that SBI should have an active and public XRP coin buying program. Rather than pay cash dividends, SBI shareholders would benefit greatly if they would do a buyback program by recycling part of its cash flow and going into both banking and the security side of their business.
The mother of all cryptos, XRP, SBI loading up on XRP. I hope you've been loading up on those utility coins. Meanwhile, the USDT dominoes continue to fall. Justin Kraken announces the delisting of Tether's USDT and other 4 major stablecoins in Europe by March 31st to comply with MiCA regulations. The ticking time bomb is about to explode. All that value shifting over to the XRP ledger, RLUSD. Meanwhile, the Angry Crypto Show, Justin Cardano founder, says February is going to be a very crazy month. We got some stuff going on. I can't talk about it now, but you're going to see it. It's going to get fun.
February is going to be a very crazy month. We got some stuff going on. Can't talk about it now, but you're going to see. It's going to be fun. February is going to be a very...
Upwards, onwards, February, March, XRP, $4, $5, $10. Breaking Cointelegraph, 23 billion AUM Canadian asset management company Purpose Investment submits preliminary prospectus for Ripple XRP spot ETF. But XRP. So it begins. Green eggs and ham. Imagine listening to Crypty Wendio and basing your investment decisions on her assessment. Clawbacks are optional for issuances and not XRP, the native token. XRPs no longer decentralized. The maxis continue to spread FUD because they know what's coming. We know what's coming. And they can't stop it. XRP drops Ripple escrow, 38 billion XRP. Total XRP held by Ripple, 4.485 billion. We got XAF 03, boom. Ripple poised to become the world bank. XRP set a global reserve currency.
So if you hold XRP, you own at least one XRP is 1/100 billionth of all the wealth of the human race.
What would that make for the entity Ripple then?
Well, that would make Ripple the world bank.
Interesting. And let's expand upon that. What does that mean for those in the audience who might not be engaged in the XRP community or have an understanding of what the World Bank entails?
Well, I'm sure as people who have never heard this before or aren't aware of Ripple and XRP, they're listening to this and they might think, oh, this guy's a conspiracy theorist, right? They don't know, because somebody like me who has studied finance going back to the Roman Empire, going back to before that, all the way back to the stone money dials on Yap Island in the Federated States of Micronesia. When you look at the patterns and history of money to where we are right now, after the petrodollar, after we came off the gold reserve, there's really only one competitor to be the global reserve currency, only one thing that can come in and replace the dollar, and that is XRP.
XP market, massive milestone. XRP RLUSD pool has already smashed past $1 million in liquidity. Meanwhile, USDT dominance delisting continues as RLUSD coming for that #1 spot. Taking a look at the top XRP altcoins, we got RLUSD climbing the ranks, currently in the #7 spot with the market cap around 15.8 million. We got XRP crypto daily analysis in the 21 EMA. XRP is currently retesting the 21 EMA in the lower boundary of the triangles around 293. It could go lower, but it likely won't drop below 283. The purple trend lines. Breakout scenario, symmetrical triangle, upside target $4, downside target $240, upside breakout 50% chance of moving up, downside breakout 50% chance of moving down. And the longer they take, the higher we climb on that XRP Richless. Is the XRP bull cycle over? Not quite. If you notice here in the bear market here, once the chart was done and completed, reaching the top here, it was all downside here for XRP. If you take a look at the previous 2016 cycle, bull cycle, as you can see, it's all upwards movement with minor corrections. In the 2020 cycle is when the SEC dropped the lawsuit here, but after that XRP rose, and then here in the bear cycle is all downhill for XRP as we enter the midway point of the BTC halving cycle, projected to last until the fall of 2025. Are the charts almost ready for the SEC versus Ripple announcement? As you see here, XRP continues to climb higher and higher as it did in the 2016 cycle. Bull cycle is still on. We still got quite a ways to go for XRP as we draw closer to the midway point. February, March, fireworks inbound. I hope you were loading up on those cheap XRPs. Also taking a look at the total cryptocurrency market cap here, excluding BTC, as you see here. After the presidential election cycle was upward and onwards for the 2016 halving cycle. May 2020 here, same thing. After the presidential election cycle here, January 20th inauguration, upwards, onwards. And as the most recent inauguration has passed in the BTC halving cycle, second half tick-tock, upwards and onwards. With that being said, Batman bag ladies, how about XRP? Can you answer that? XRP? ETF? They can't utter the words, the secret magic words of XRP.
I know you got Ether out there. How about XRP? Can you answer that?
I can't. How about XRP? Can you answer that? I can't.
Are you in talks with the largest issuers, particularly BlackRock, to get this done?
Well, I'm not going to comment on that. I know BlackRock has said some things publicly. We think it makes sense for the XRP community overall.
XRP is so big that they can't even utter the three magic letters. XRP. XRP. Before you know it, it's too late. The train's left the station. Inbound. Mothership. All aboard. Full throttle. Full speed. You know what's coming. With that being said, Batman bag ladies, the longer they take, the higher we keep on climbing on that rich list. Where will those bags be when that regulation jar molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? Catch you up here on the mothership. BYOB. Bring your own bags. Be your own bank. Be your own boss. And don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. We'll catch you tomorrow on the extra bullish hour, 10:05 a.m. PST. Later, glitches. See you at the tippy top.
Later, glitches.
BTC, Maxi, NC, it cannot scale. Moon fam dancing, that rocket got stealth. Shitcoin, put it on the shelf. We headed towards the wealth. BTC, Maxi, Patsy, Moon fam clapping, they could not tell. Sheep trying to sell when it didn't turn out well. Blink of an eye, red candle, it all fell. Bitcoin was a demo, you ain't get the memo. Net memos, SEC settle, we blasting off the ghetto. Big bags on me, middle finger to the devils. Rocket fly itself, no keys, no pedals to the top, I need a medal. Stay holy in my temple, ripple.